talking to. You've done harder mornings than this, and you're still standing. So move, and the face in the glass, to its credit, listened, straightened up, agreed. Because sometimes the person who needs to hear it is the one looking back. And the gray had me forgetting I'm the one in charge of this whole operation. The captain, the driver, the one who gets to decide how the day goes. And the mirror was just a way of reminding myself who's actually steering. The heaviness makes you a passenger in your own morning, as you're sitting in the backseat watching the gray drive you around. Convinced you've got no say, no wheel, no brake, no say in the route. And the move is to climb back into the front, take the wheel, take command, to remember that the mood is the weather, not the driver. That you're the one who decides where this goes, gray or not. And the mirror is just the spot where you look yourself in the eye and take the keys back. I'm taking the keys back. Eye to eye in the glass is the whole captaincy reclaimed. The gray relegated to passenger. Said a few more things to the face, the kind you'd say to a friend. You're alright, you've got this, the day's not the enemy, it's pretending to be. And the face, believe me, a little more with each one, the shoulders rising. Pick a voice that talks you down, and the voice that talks you up are the same voice your own, and you get to choose which one runs the morning. And I chose the up one, out loud, at the mirror, in the cold bright light. And the choosing was the whole turn, the captain back at the wheel. And the captain back at the wheel, having chosen the up voice over the down one, drives the gray morning somewhere a lot brighter than it was headed. Walked away from the mirror, taller than I came to it. The keys in my hand, the wheel mine, the gray demoted to passenger. The face in the glass now matching the voice that had talked it up. And a morning I was driving instead of being driven through. Took the wheel back at the mirror and drove the gray morning somewhere good. 'Cause I'm the captain of this whole thing, the driver, the one who steers. And the heaviness is just a backseat weather report I handed. Too much power, a passenger I'd let take the wheel until I remembered it was mine. I talk myself up now out loud at the mirror on the gray mornings. The same voice that could talk me down chooses to talk me up instead. And the choosing is the captaincy, the keys, the wheel, the command. And the morning, once I'm driving, it always ends up somewhere brighter than it started. Through the window sash up so high, it banged at the top of the frame. And the whole street came pouring in, traffic and birds and somebody's bass line. The morning arriving all at once, with a volume the closed room had been muting. And the bang at the top of the frame was a kind of starting gun for the day. Because the gray had been keeping the world at a polite, muffled distance, and throwing the sash up wide was a refusal to take the day quietly. A loud physical yes to letting the whole noisy bright morning in. The closed window is the gray's favorite setting, the muffled remove people, and every decibel of it was a decibel the gray couldn't have. The world's loud insistence on being lived in, crowding the quiet out, because the gray needs a sealed room and a muffled distance to survive. And I'd thrown the sash up hard and refused to give it either, and refusing to give it the sealed room or the muffled distance. The sash thrown up hard is the whole gray morning drowned in the loud bright world. Left the window wide the rest of the morning, let the whole street stay in the room. The gray long drown, the muffle long gone, the wall long out of the way. The unfiltered day too loud and bright and alive to feel heavy against me, leaning into it, full in the noise, completely unsealed and fine. Bang the window open in the loud bright day, drown the gray for good, 'cause the heaviness lives behind glass in the muffle in the sealed quiet room. And it has no chance against a window thrown up hard and the street pouring in. No grip on the morning, let in it full volume, unfiltered, loud and warm. I stopped keeping the world at one pane's polite distance on the gray days. The muffle is in peace, it's just a wall the heaviness hides behind. So I throw the sash up hard now, bang it open, let the whole loud day in. And the unmuffled morning at full volume drowns the gray every time. Walked out the front door with a stride too big for how I actually felt. Shoulders square, chin up, a pace that said I own the whole pavement. Faking the confidence until about the third lamppost, where it stopped being fake, because the body leads and the mood follows. That's the order, that's the trick. And if you walk like a person who's having a good morning long enough, the body files the report up to the brain, and the brain just believes it, and the gray gets overruled by a stride it can't keep up with. The heaviness wants the small shuffle, the shoulders and the eyes down, the walk of a person apologizing for taking up space on the earth. And the body walking like that sends a gray report right back up, confirming what the mood already decided, completing the loop, sealing it. But the loop runs both ways, that's the thing nobody tells you. You can hijack it at the body end, walk big, walk bright, walk like you mean it. And the brain has to revise its whole forecast to match the stride. And the brain revising its forecast to match the stride is the loop hijacked at the body end. Fake the walk and the feeling comes true. By the corner, the big stride had stopped being a performance. The body's bright report having reached the brain and been believed. The square shoulders now actually square, the chin now actually up, because you cannot keep walking like you own the pavement and stay gray. The two won't coexist. The confident stride crowds the heaviness out, and the fake becomes the real somewhere around the third lamppost. The body having talked the mood into agreement by sheer committed gait, and the fake becoming the real around the third lamppost. Body talking mood into it is the whole gray morning overruled by a stride that refused to shuffle. wherever I was going, as a person having a good day. Fake the confident walk till it was real, and the gray couldn't keep my pace, because the body leads and the mood follows. That's the order, that's the lever. And a stride too big for how you feel drags the feeling up to match it. The brain revising its gray forecast to fit the confident gait. I don't wait to feel bright before I walk bright anymore. That's backwards. I walk like I mean it, first big and square and owning the pavement, and the body sends the report up and the brain believes it, and the gray loses the fake confidence, becoming real around the third lamppost every time. Every time. Made it through every gray morning I ever thought was gonna be the one that finished me. Lungs still running, legs still working, the whole machinery's still going. Every hard morning in the record, and here at the end of all of them, standing. Because the evidence has been piling up for years, and it says one thing: the mornings that felt unsurvivable were survived every single time. And this one, this particular gray one, is no different from the stack. Just another in a long line of mornings that turned out to have another side. The gray morning lies about its own permanence, that's its whole trick. Presents itself as the final condition, the definitive state, the end of the road. When it's actually just Tuesday, just weather, just the morning's opening terms, not the conclusion, but the first chapter, not the verdict, but the weather report. And the evidence in the record argues clearly against the lie. Every morning that swore it was permanent turned out to have an afternoon. Every gray that claimed forever cleared by evening without exception. And cleared by evening without exception. Is the whole case closed on the gray's permanence claim? Every single exhibit certain. Counted the hard mornings in the archive once just to see how many. More than I thought, more than anyone should be given, honestly. And after each one, still here, still going, still the same person plus experience. The stack of survived mornings, not a record of damage, but a proof. Proof that the gray morning is not the last word it pretends to be. That the machinery keeps running through whether it declares impossible. And the declaration being wrong every time is the whole case for trusting the other side. And the declaration being wrong every time, the machinery still running, is the longest winning streak I own. And I'm adding to it right now. Adding this morning to the stack right now. One more for the record. One more survived. One more gray that turned out to have another side. The archive growing, the evidence accumulating, the case getting clearer. The machinery runs, the other side exists, and I'm still here to say so. Every gray morning in the record was survived, and this one the gray gets less convincing every time it tries the permanent routine. Every time it swears this one is different, this one is the last. And I look at the record and I add this morning to the stack of ones that weren't. One more for the evidence, one more for the archive. Still here, still here. Decided this morning didn't have to be great, it just had to happen. A functional Tuesday is survivable gray, a day that gets done rather than shines. And the letting go of the requirement to be brilliant at it was like setting down a car, because the gray had been made heavier by the insistence it had to be fixed. If the mood had to lift, the day had to turn, the morning had to transform, when the whole task was just to get through it clean, no performance required. And the permission not to be brilliant at this made the whole thing possible. The perfectionism does its worst work on the already gray morning, tells you you have to convert the heaviness into triumph or you failed. That the correct response to a bad day is a spectacular recovery, and then you fail to recover spectacularly, and the gray gets another layer, because you've added failing to meet the morning standard to the original gray, when the original gray was already enough to manage. And the move was just to manage it quietly, not to win it. And the move being just to manage it quietly, no win required, takes the whole impossible standard off the morning and lets it just be done. Lowered the bar to get through it and cleared the bar for the first time all week, because the bar had been brilliant recovery, and brilliant recovery never came. And every day the standard wasn't met was another failure on top of the gray. But get through it, functional plain, no sparkle required that I could do. I ate breakfast, sent the emails, did the one thing that needed doing, and the small accomplished ordinary of it, done without the insistence on more, turned out to be exactly enough to be the whole of what the day required. The lower bar being the one I could actually clear. By afternoon the plane getting through had built its own small momentum, each done thing adding to the functional record. The low bar cleared and cleared again, and somewhere in the clearing the gray had lost its grip without my noticing, because I'd stopped asking the morning to be more than it was, stopped requiring it to perform a recovery in front of an audience. Just let it be a gray Tuesday that got done quietly, adequately enough, and then enough turned out to be a lot more than the impossible standard, and not turning out to be a lot more than the impossible standard is the whole perfectionism exposed as the thing that had been adding to the gray. Ended the day having cleared every bar I'd actually set it at. The brilliant recovery standard, long abandoned, unmissed, never needed. The gray Tuesday done adequately, quietly, without from the past, and they always do, and that's enough. And the enough cleared quietly, without performance or shame, is the whole of what a gray morning owes you, and the whole of what you owe it back. The morning was gray and I was okay. Both of those things were true at the same time. Hard and manageable, heavy and moving, gray and still going. And the two didn't cancel each other out, didn't need to resolve into one. Cause the gray morning had been making me choose heavy or fine, gray or okay. When the actual answer was both, always both, the two living alongside. And accepting the both at once was lighter than fighting the gray into the fine. The whole tension released the moment I stopped making it a binary. The gray morning wants you to frame it as total, all bad, all heavy, all evidence of something wrong with you. A complete weather report that leaves no room for the okay living alongside. And the exhausting part, the part that makes it heavier, is the fighting, trying to convert the gray into the fine, insisting one has to win when the actual lived experience is always more complicated. Always both, always the gray and the getting through, coexisting in the same chest. And the gray and the getting through, coexisting in the same chest. Neither winning, both real, is the whole more honest truth. The binary erased. Said it out loud, this is hard and I'm handling it, and both parts landed true. No contradiction, no either or, the hard and the handling running in parallel. And the parallel was easier to live in than the either or had been, because either or demands you resolve the gray before you can call yourself okay. And you can't always resolve it, and the demanding makes it heavier when the both true is right there, available, honest and lighter. Hard and handling gray and moving, heavy and still here. And hard and handling gray and moving, heavy and still here. Running in honest parallel is the both true morning made livable. Carried the both true through the rest of the day, and neither part collapsed it. The gray not cancelled by the okay. The okay not invalidated by the gray. Each one real, each one allowed. The whole morning held in both hands at once. And me lighter for not having to resolve it into one thing. Hard and okay at once, and the whole gray weight came down by half, because the fighting to resolve it was the extra weight. The binary was the tax, and dropping the need to win it into one thing took the load right off. The morning was gray and I was handling it, and both were completely true. And the true were both living honestly together, neither cancelled, neither forced. That's the whole livable version of a gray morning, the one that doesn't crush. The both true instead of the either or, the parallel instead of the battle. And the battle once dropped makes the gray exactly its actual weight. Stop trying to get through the whole day and just got through the next hour. 8 o'clock impossible, unnavigable. And the next hour was just breakfast, the news, a coffee, the first email. Small and concrete and actually doable, unlike the whole gray sprawl of the day. And the hour cleared, handed the next hour over in slightly better shape. The day as a unit is too large when the gray's already heavy. It's stretches from now all the way to midnight, every obligation visible at once. Every undone thing and difficult moment laid out end to end and asked for at once. And the whole weight of it pressing down before you've even made the bed. When the unit is just the next hour, the whole catalog disappears, replaced by one small list. What do I do between now and 9? And the small list is never as long or as heavy as the whole gray day. And the small list never as long or heavy as the whole gray day. It's the 1 hour trick, doing the only thing the overwhelm needed, making it small, 1 hour at a time. And the unmanageable day became a series of managed ones. 9 to 10, walk a shower, 2 tasks, and 10 to 11, 3 emails, 1 call. Each hour cleared and handed to the next, each next hour slightly easier, the momentum building in the small increments. The whole day view had buried, because you can always get through the next hour. That's the reliable fact. The next hour is always doable, no matter what the whole day looks like. And enough doable hours in a row becomes a day that got through somehow. By noon the morning it happened in hours I'd actually lived rather than dreaded. Each one finished and filed before the next one opened. The gray not gone but managed, contained within the small unit, never allowed to grow to the size of the whole impossible day. Because I kept cutting it back to the next hour, kept it small and concrete, and the concrete manageable, repeated often enough. It got me to noon, which was further than the whole day view had ever managed, and further than the whole day view had ever managed. 1 hour at a time is the whole slow competence the overwhelm had been hiding. Made it to evening through nothing but next hours, one after the other. The impossible day done in the only units it could actually be done in. The gray never beaten, just contained, just managed 60 minutes at a time. And the evening, a thing I arrived at without having planned to. Got through the impossible day, one next hour at a time, until it was done. The whole gray sprawl of it reduced hour by hour to something I could actually hold. Each unit cleaned and closed and handed off to the next. The day not one but done, which was the whole task always. I don't look at the whole gray day anymore when the whole gray day is too heavy. I look at the next hour, just the next hour, just what's between me and 9. And the next hour is always doable, and enough doable hours is a day, and a day is all that was ever asked for. And I keep getting through them, 1 hour at a time. 1 hour at a time. Wrote the problem down and it turned out to be about a third of what it felt like. On paper, 3 sentences, 2 specific things, 1 decision to make. And the enormous crushing weight of it in my switches. That's the whole mechanism. Takes a real problem and quadruples it in the dark of the head. And writing it down in daylight is just a way of getting the actual size back. The head is a terrible place to store a problem. It resides constantly. The problem grows in the dark and the silence, and the early morning gets bigger every time you turn it over, every lap around the loop. And by the time you've been awake with it for 2 hours, it's enormous, an insurmountable thing, a life-altering weight, a thing of real scale. When it was a specific practical thing, a perfectly normal size all along, just stored somewhere that inflates everything it keeps, and stored somewhere that inflates everything it keeps. That's the whole case for getting the problem out of the head and into the light. The paragraph on the page didn't solve it, just sized it right. And the right size version was something I could actually see around, could find the edges of, could see where it ended and the rest of the day began. Because the inflated head version had no edges, it was a whole horizon. And the problem, that's the whole horizon, is impossible to navigate around. When a problem that's a paragraph is just a paragraph, just 3 sentences, and 3 sentences is a thing a person can deal with between now and noon. And a thing a person can deal with between now and noon. Once right size is the same thing that was the whole horizon 5 minutes ago in the dark. Dealt with the paragraph before lunch. 2 of the 3 sentences closed. The third one, just weather, just something to wait on, nothing to do. And the enormous, unsurvivable thing filed under, handled mostly fine. But Gray's inflation exposed by daylight and a pen and 1 honest paragraph got the real size of it. And the enormous problem was a paragraph. 3 sentences, 2 specifics, 1 decision, 1 weight, that was the whole thing. And the whole thing was manageable, had been manageable the whole time. Just stored in a place that quadruples everything before breakfast. I don't keep problems in my head overnight if I can't help it anymore. The head inflates them in the dark until they're the whole horizon. And the paragraph in daylight is always a third of the head version size. The real problem, right-sized, turned out to always be something I could handle. Realized somewhere between the kitchen and the front door that I was already going. Coat on, keys in hand, foot on the step without a decision being made. The body having started without waiting for permission from the head. And the head catching up at the door to find the rest of me already underway. Because the gray had been waiting for a conscious commitment that never came. And the body just went anyway, the way bodies will when you stop overthinking. And the going was already happening before the gray knew to object. The gray morning runs on hesitation, needs the long pause before the step. The moment of deliberation where it gets to make its full case. And the case face is always compelling at that particular moment, always thorough. Every reason to stay, every risk of going laid out in careful gray logic. And the move that beats it is the one that skips the moment entirely, that puts on the coat before the argument starts, reaches for the keys and lets the body go before the head's been asked for a vote. And letting the body go before the head votes is the whole trick. The gray never gets a quorum if the body's already left. By the second block the head had stopped trying to turn me around. Too late, the momentum to establish the going too far along to reverse. And the gray, which needed the hesitation to make its case, had been denied the floor and was losing interest in the whole debate. Think its argument was built for the still moment before the first step, and the first step had already happened 3 minutes ago at the kitchen counter. And the gray arriving late to an argument already 3 blocks, one gave up. And the gray arriving late to an argument already 3 blocks, one is the whole strategy. Get gone before the case can be made. Didn't decide to have a good morning, just moved and the moving made it one. The coding keys and body going, doing what no amount of deciding ever could. The grace quorum never reached because the body left before the vote. And me already 3 blocks into a morning that had started itself. Went before I decided to, and the gray never got a word in, cause the gray lives in the pause before the first step. That's its whole territory. And the body that moves before the pause denies it the only ground it had. I don't decide to go on the gray mornings anymore. Deciding is the trap. I just put the code on the way you do without thinking. Reach for the keys and let the body go before the head's awake enough to hold a boat. And the going already established, already 3 blocks in, carries the rest the morning, making itself in the wake of a body that left before the gray could object. Listened to the rain hitting the window and remembered it was just water falling. Not an omen, not a verdict, not a comment on my particular situation. Just weather doing what weather does, with complete indifference to my mood. The clouds not sad, not sympathetic, not specifically pointing at me. Just full and dropping its contents, as clouds have done since before anyone was watching. And the whole weight I loaded the rain with the meaning, the confirmation dissolved the second I let it be water again instead of a sign. The gray morning turns weather into symbolism, that's its favorite move. The rain becomes confirmation, the cloud becomes a comment, the whole sky drafted as evidence for the heaviness is pre-existing case. And you walk around under a sky that's being used as a co-author, a witness for the gray, a backdrop designed to confirm the mood when the sky has no opinion about you. Not at all, not a single view. It's just precious systems and water, and the complete absence of meaning. And the complete absence of meaning, once accepted, takes the sky off the gray's witness. sky full of meaning. Went outside in the rain without the weight of its symbolism. Just a person in a coat in ordinary autumn weather. And the rain, stripped of its recruited meaning, was actually fine. The sound of it on leaves was good. The smell of wet pavement was good. The particular percussion of it on my umbrella was good. All the things the mood had reframed as further gray evidence, now just sensory facts, neutral, plentiful and kind. And sensory facts, neutral, plentiful and kind. Stripped of the recruited meaning is the whole weather given back. Just rain, just coat, just the walk. Who would walk through it, the gray having lost the weather as a witness, managing a load, fading, gave the sky its neutrality back, and the gray lost half its evidence, because the gray needs the weather to be meaningful, needs the sky on its side. And a rain that's just rain, and a cloud that's just a cloud, and a morning that's just weather, not a verdict, not a sign, not a comment on your soul. Strips the gray of its most reliable atmospheric accomplice. I stopped letting the sky co-author my mood a while ago. It's too busy being weather to have an opinion about me. And the rain, once freed from the role I cast it in, turns out to be just fine. Just water and a coat and a walk, and the whole gray conspiracy without a witness. Stopped measuring my Thursday against everyone else's highlight reel. Close the feed, put the phone down, return to the actual room I was in, where the Thursday was an ordinary Thursday at an ordinary pace. And the ordinary pace was fine, was the right pace, was my pace. Because the highlight reel had been making my functional day look like failure, running me against a curated best of that nobody actually lives in. And the comparison had been the whole extra weight, the added load. The comparison is the gray's most reliable delivery system. It takes your actual life and holds it next to somebody's best moments. And your actual life held next to somebody's best moments always loses, because your actual life is full of in-betweens and ordinary Thursdays. And the highlight reel has no in-betweens, was built to exclude them. And the losing, which isn't losing at all, but just existing, exiled by the gray as evidence. And the evidence keeps building, and the evidence keeps building, because you keep running the comparison. Close the feed and the evidence stops arriving. Stayed off the feed the whole morning, and my Thursday expanded, got its actual size back, the size of a day lived at my own pace. No benchmark to fall short of, no highlight reel to lose against. And the things I did, small, ordinary, unspectacular, against someone else's. The benchmark lifted, the losing stopped. The ordinary Thursday, just ordinary. And the ordinary turned out to have its own quiet worth without a comparison to lose. Me at my pace on my Thursday, which was always the only race I was running. Ran my own Thursday and my own speed, and it turned out I wasn't behind, because behind implies a race I signed up for, a standard I agreed to meet. And I didn't sign up for the highlight reel race, it just got run at me. And the moment I stepped off the track, it was everything went quiet. My ordinary Thursday at my ordinary pace is not a failure of ambition, it's a life lived at the speed it actually runs, without the curated comparison. And the speed it actually runs without the benchmark turns out to be exactly right. My Thursday, my pace, no race, and not one step behind. One step behind. Said I'm having a rough one, to someone who actually asked, and the whole thing halved. 6 words out in the air, no longer sealed in the dark of just me. And the person on the other end said, yeah, same sometimes. And that was enough, that was the whole repair. The knowing it's not only mine, that others carry this too. Because the gray insists on privacy, on staying sealed and unwitnessed. And the witnessing, the simple I'm having a rough one, heard and acknowledged, cut the weight into 6 words in 30 seconds. The gray loves the silence, that's where it thrives, in the unsaid and unseen. Kept it, keeps it singular, makes it yours alone, makes it seem like evidence of you. And the saying it out loud to a real person is the single most destabilizing thing, because the real person almost always says me too sometimes, or that makes sense. And the me too and the that makes sense do structural damage to the gray's case, because the gray had been presenting itself as a personal verdict, specific finding. And me too sometimes reveals it as whether shared common human. And shared common human, once confirmed by a real person in a real conversation, is the whole private verdict revealed as the ordinary, whether it always was. Took the gray out of the sealed room, and another person helped me carry it. Not a solution, not advice, not a strategy session, just the hearing of it. Just a person who said, yeah, I know that feeling, and meant it. And the knowing, that feeling of another person changed the whole weight, because the weight carried alone in the dark grows in the dark, in a way named out loud to someone who nods and says, yeah, that weight gets suddenly, precisely, exactly half as heavy as it was. The sharing, not solving it, but halving it, which is close enough. We're too proud about the gray, we keep it too internal to manage to convince that saying it out loud is a concession and admission of weakness, when the physics of it run the other way entirely. Saying it lightens it every time without exception, to every person who has ever tried. The 6 words costing nothing and the nothing paying back in halved weight, and the person receiving the 6 words almost always grateful for the trust, almost always giving back the me too that makes the weather ordinary. And the me too making the weather ordinary, paid back for 6 words, and trust is the whole repair available in the nearest conversation you're willing to have. Thought about what I said on myself 2 years ago and said it to myself this morning instead. Da, 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 da. You're further along than you think. You've done more than you're counting. The hard part that feels permanent is gonna look different in a year. And the past self who needed that was me, and the current self who got it was me too. Because the kindness we'd extend without hesitation to the struggling earlier version, we withhold from the struggling current version with a strict and baffling logic, and the borrowing of the past self's grace for the present self undid the whole withholding. We're consistently kinder to the past versions than the present one. Can look back at the struggling earlier self and feel the tenderness come easily. Can say you were doing so well, you couldn't see it, you were enough, and mean every word and feel no judgment, and be completely right. While the present struggling self gets none of it, gets the ledger, and the lacking gets the record of everything still undone, gets the comparison and the standard. While the past self gets the grace and the patience and the you were enough. And the difference between what the past self gets and what the present self gets is the whole injustice the gray runs on, fixed by applying the past self's grace right now. Applied it this morning directly, no deferral, no, I'll be kinder when I've earned it. The tenderness meant for the earlier struggling version given to the current one. You're doing well, you can't see it, you're enough. The hard part is temporary, and the current self receiving what the past self always got. Softened a little, stood up a little, recognized itself in the grace. Because the grace was accurate, the current self was also doing well, also couldn't see it, also enough, also in a hard part that would pass, and also enough, also in a hard part that would pass. Recognized in the grace, the present self finally getting what it was always owed. Spent the rest of the morning as the recipient of the kindness, not the judge. The ledger closed, the lacking unfiled, the current self treated like the past one, and the gray, which had depended on the strict logic of the withheld grace, running now on empty. The kindness having reached the person it always should have. Gave myself the grace I'd have given a past struggling version, and the morning changed because the past self gets you were doing so well without having earned it first, and the present self gets the ledger, and the lacking and the ledger is a lie. I'm doing well right now, I can't see it, but I'm enough, enough. The hard part will pass, the same true things I tell the earlier version without blinking, and they're just as true right now, and the current self is just as deserving, and applying the past self's grace to the present one closes the whole injustice. The kindness reaching the person who's in it right now, who needed it most. Got up, got dressed, got out the door, said that's 3 out loud to no one, and meant it fully every word. and the gray had been filing them as the bare minimum. Nothing to celebrate when the bare minimum on a heavy morning is the whole achievement, and refusing to celebrate, it was just the gray keeping the winds off the record. The gray runs a strict admissions policy on what counts as worth acknowledging, sets the bar at the spectacular, admits only the grand and undeniable, files everything under that bar as expected, unremarkable, not worth a mention. And on a gray morning, the bar it sets is impossibly high, 'cause the gray morning has already spent the energy that spectacular costs. And the spectacular was never what was on offer, and refusing to count the actual wins means ending the day with a blank record that the gray then calls a failure. But the record wasn't blank. The record had 3 wins before 9. Getting up, getting dressed, getting out, 3 and the count, and I said so. Counted the small wins out loud all morning and ran out of gray before I ran out of wins. Made the bed, 1 coffee hot, 2 first emails sent, 3 bins taken out, 4 each one said out loud to the room, each one acknowledged, logged, celebrated, and the accumulation of the small wins put up against the gray's blank filing turned out to be a morning with more on the right side than the gray had admitted. You don't beat the gray with 1 enormous triumph, that's what it's counting on. You beat it with the morning full of small wins. You refuse to let it file as nothing. The record built win by win, the gray outweighed by the accumulated acknowledged count. By noon I had 11, which seemed like a lot until I thought about it. And 11 is what most mornings are, 11 small things done without fanfare, filed away as the expected minimum, given no credit, taken no pride in. When an 11 things done on a gray morning is 11 more than 0, and 0 is what the gray wants the record to say. 0 is its target, and 11 is a decisive defeat of the 0 target. A full morning and saying each one out loud as it happened kept the target from reaching 0, and kept the target from reaching 0. 11 small wins logged and said aloud. Is the whole morning safe from the gray's blank record ambition? Ended the day with 20-something, none spectacular, all real. The gray's blank record claim defeated by a morning of acknowledged small wins. The bar lowered to the actual, the wins counted as they happened, and me on the record at last as a person who'd had a full and counted day. Said that counts to every small thing all day, and the gray ran out a blank record. Because the gray needs the wins to go uncounted, needs the bar set impossible, needs you to file the morning yet enough. Enough to be getting on with, enough to be worth the morning, enough to not owe the day an apology for existing at the stage I'm at. Because the gray had been running me against a future version as the standard, a completed hypothetical that doesn't exist and never does. And the comparing of the actual to the hypothetical complete was the whole problem. The not yet enough is the gray's most effective long-term operation, a standard permanently out of reach, permanently in the future that you're permanently falling short of, permanently not quite there. And the not quite there becomes the whole identity if you let it run. The whole self-defined by the gap to the hypothetical, not the actual ground held. When the actual ground held is substantial, is real, is the whole point. And the gap to the hypothetical is a thing that gray invented in the future. We're close. And the gap to the hypothetical invented by the gray, not the actual ground held, is the whole fake deficit. The ground I'm standing on was always enough. Listed the actual, the things done, the things learned, the things that held, the long list of the ground already standing on, the substance already there. And the list was longer than the gray's not yet narrative it's space for, cause the gray had been filing the actual as the insufficient minimum, when the actual was a life substantial, ongoing, accumulating, a thing being built at a pace the hypothetical complete had always been impatient with. And impatience with the pace was never the same as failure to arrive. And impatience with the pace never the same as failure to arrive. The ground I'm standing on just needed to be looked at honestly to be enough. Carried the already enough through the rest of the gray morning, and it held the hypothetical complete, staying in the future where it belongs. The actual ground under me, real substantial line enough, and me on it, not behind, not failing, not the gap, already enough. Measure the actual against the actual, and found I was already where I needed to be, not where the gray's hypothetical perfect standard had me falling short. Not measured against the finished version that doesn't exist and never will, but measured honestly against the ground actually held and the work actually done. I am right now at this pace on this gray morning, already enough. Not finished, not the grand version, but substantially, genuinely there. A real thing in progress at the pace, a real thing in progress goes. And the pace, honest, sustainable, mine was always the right one, always enough.